Hello, it's Mrs. Frost here and I'm standing outside Stanley Grove School and I'm just preparing a short video to tell you a little bit about what the school will look like in September when we all are returning to school. So this is the entrance that we will be asking people to use, and you can see that this is the entrance by the side of a school field, and we have devised a one-way system, and I'll just take you through away from the road noise. So this is the way that you will all come into school, and you can see that we have some lines on the floor, and the lines are 2 meters apart, so we are sticking with that for the time being, just to try and keep people as safe as possible. So we would ask that only one adult comes onto the school site with any child. You can bring more than one child with you if you have siblings, or if you are a childminder, that's absolutely fine. But we would say that those children need to be kept right next to you so they're not going near other adults who are accessing the school site at the same time. So you can see we have our one-way system arrows in place. Just as we get closer to the gate will be shut, but I've left it open for the purpose of this video. So when you get to the gate, you can see we've got a section here which we would ask that you don't stand on. That's just to keep the distance from the member of staff who will be on the school gate every morning. So Mrs. Priest or another member of staff will be on the school gate, and they will be shouting and holding up a number to say which class needs to access the school. Now we have put some staggering times in, so we've got a staggered system, and we have just left 5 minutes for each class to access the school. It's been working with the children we've had in school since June, but obviously we have had smaller numbers coming into school. So on the very first day, the first couple of days, it may take us slightly longer than 5 minutes to get everybody in. So we just ask that you be really patient with us while we just get the children and staff and adults used to where to stand and what to do when they enter school. So this is the way they will come in. So if you arrive, and we ask you to make sure you just arrive promptly, because if you miss your staggered time, you might have to wait until the end when we've got everybody in. If you arrive too early, we'll probably ask you to stand to one side over here so we can get the correct children in at the right time. So I'll just take you through. So each class, as you probably know, will have an indoor area, and they have their own outdoor area as well. So just close the door. There we go. Okay. So onto the school site, you can see we have some arrows. Reminders about keeping socially distanced when you are on school. Okay, so we have got some barriers which have really helped keep our social distancing measures in place. So this is the area for our nursery children to enter. So when you come onto the school site, again you can see we have the markers on the floor, and you would enter and walk around this place in front of the outdoor area. And you can see we've got boards which we have placed which will hopefully help people to see where they are going. So here we have the nursery children's area, so it's reminding you about keeping apart, and it's also got the start and finish times for the morning and the afternoon session. So those children will then stand here, and you can see we've got footprints, and the footprints are really important because we ask the first person in the queue to wait on the footprint, and don't release your child to the member of staff until the member of staff has said that they are ready. That's because we're getting children washed and getting their bags placed and getting them ready inside. So we need you to be patient with us. So stand on the footprint and wait for the teacher to say you can come in. Now at every section you will also see we've got some boxes. And the boxes are there again for our staff safety. It says keep clear in them, so we'd ask you not to go into the boxes, and that means our staff can stand safely outside to admit the children, but that you are able to keep your distance from them, because it's really important that we keep everybody safe. So please respect the boxes for us and make sure that the staff are safe. So there's the entrance for our nursery children, and if you are reception, again, we've got the box, so the adult will stand here and we'd ask you not to step in it. And here we have the first footprint for the reception children, so you will stand near the board or on the footstep. When it's been raining, we've not been able to use the boards, so we've got the footsteps for you, the footprints. And there's your timings, and then all of the reception children wait with their grown-up in front of the wildlife area. So again, we've got marks 2 meters apart, but obviously if the marks are all full, just carry on waiting at the end of the line, using the distancing that you're using really in other areas like in supermarkets and things like that. So keeping a nice distance. Right, let me take you back. So the barriers, as I say, have been really helpful for us. So if you are bringing on more than one child and you have siblings, we have done really well since June. We've been able to get children in, and we've been able to get siblings in at the same time. So just come with your child and we will do our best to get you in to school so that you're not waiting too long. Right, I'll do year 6, seeing as we are here. So year 6 children have got their own entrance, which is nice and handy, and they will come into the school ground. There's your timings on your board, there's your footprint for the first person, and then those children and grown-ups will walk and wait around this area. So go back, around here, and we can go in front of the garden room as well, so you've got a nice safe area to wait. Okay, let me take you now. So the next area is for our year 1s, and you've got 2 lines that you can wait in. So here we have the barriers, so year 1 children and grown-ups can wait along this barrier or along this barrier. And again, the person who goes into school first is the one who stood on the footprint. So you stand on the footprint, wait for the teacher to tell you can go in, and then the next person stands on the footprint and waits. It works really well. Now, this group here, we've got 2 classes who enter via this entrance area, but you have got a staggered time, so you won't be waiting together. So year 2s and year 3s wait at this same area. Now you will be getting your steps in, because your waiting area, you do need to walk all the way around the barrier, head for the trim trail, go around the outside of the barrier for me. There we go. We've had to tape up the trim trail because we can't keep cleaning the trim trail when people touch it, so don't allow your children to play on it, because obviously we don't want them touching things that somebody else might have been touching. So here we go. So you go all the way around. As I say, you will get your exercising if you're in this class 2 or 3. All the way around the one-way system, round the corner, keeping out of the box. So go round on an L shape, and the first person waits on the footprint. So you're here for class 2, and the footprint for class 3 is just next to me here. And then you go up the stairs. As I say, you will have different timings for that, so no 2 bubbles will clash. And then if we go right around the side of school, you can see that we have some more barriers. So you will head towards the wall if you're using this entrance, on the ramped entrance. So we're heading towards the wall. There we go. Now we've got the dashes marked on the floor for you. So you're going to hug the wall and then head towards the red barriers, and this is for year 4 and year 5. Again, you won't be using this at the same time. There we go. So there's the footprint on the floor for the first person to stand at, and you wait until it's time. Your teacher has indicated that they want you to go in. Okay? So once you've done that, you would walk around, the child walks around, the adult leaves, and the child enters the building. Again, we've got the box for safety, and the child goes up the ramp. Okay. This is the way you would leave school. This is our exit. And follow the arrows out to the main road. Now if you're wanting to come to the school office, that's absolutely fine. I'll show you what to do. So you would use this gate for the school office. So it's the gate that we use as our exit, so the one next to the rose bushes. And to go to the school office, the reception area, you will follow the arrow that we have here on the wall. Walk down in front of the school, past the defib. And when you get around the corner, you will see that there's a red barrier. Now we are asking you only to come to the office for urgent things and to use email and phone calls where you can. So once you get round the corner, you can see we have a red barrier for you to stand behind, and then the school office, press the bell above and wait. So there's a bell that you can press, and then you just wait, and a member of staff will then actually come to the door and they will ask you how they can help you. Okay, now we won't be able to stand and talk to you when your children are coming into school or being dismissed, because the staggered time is very, very tight. So if you need to speak to a teacher or a member of staff, please leave a message on our answer phone. We do pick up the messages and we will ask a member of staff to either call you back or pass on a message from you. Okay, look out for our transition videos from our parents, from our teachers. We've had questions from parents and children, so we've tried to address those at the same time. And we look forward to seeing you all in September. Okay, thanks then.